So for the main quests here in Mamook, we begin with speaking with Lanil Ja to take on her quest entitled Two Hearts Aflutter. Lanil Ja would like to ask a favor of you.
Oh, how fortuitous that we should meet. For you who have heralded the winds of change for all Mamook, I have a favor to ask. There are butterflies near Cenote's Jayunja that glow a soft blue. Not the giant beasts, but rather small, flittering creatures, swift and clever. Catching them may prove more taxing than you anticipate, but I would be eternally grateful if you could bring me 3.
3 it is. So where do I need to go? Ooh, that's quite a bit of distance. See, I couldn't quite clearly see it on the minimap, so I was like, I probably should expand my search further. Yeah, that's quite a distance to cover. Yeah, they want us to get those butterflies. They want us to get Hawkmoth's Akuma. Hopefully they will not be used to evil eyes people. I mean, what can I say? I can keep resting on that and continue to depend on that for who knows how long that show will still be on air. Alright, ready to hit the descent. Oh, this will... Okay, we're not fighting it, so we're just collecting it. Let's find 2 more. Yeah, probably also chilling around the trees, yeah. Alright, let's pick you up. Can't see your last friend over here. Nope, they're not chilling around a big tree, they're chilling by some roots. For another big tree. Alright, let's take it back to Mamook. Alright, Lanil, we're back.
Were you able to find the butterflies?
We have.
The very ones! We released a flutter of these during the exchange of matrimonial vows to celebrate a couple's new journey together. Cenote Jayunja in particular is regarded as sacred. The butterflies that live there are thus prized above all for such ceremonies.
You don't eat them afterwards, do you?
They say the contrasting wings, when pressed together in rest, embody the joining of 2 lovers from different clans, and the everlasting devotion between them. No symbol could be more auspicious, especially when delivered by the hands that have borne new possibility to our city. You and the Third Promise have done more for us than you will ever know. These butterflies are sure to bring every happiness to the couple they bless.
And so with that, we'll take another 403,000 experience points. Yeah, that's quite sweet. Now to the west, where we'll find Kurul Ja. Let's go and speak with this guy to take on his quest entitled Carved in Stone. Kurul Ja is eager to teach you about blessed siblings. Well, what do we know that we don't already, right? You're part of the Third Promise's retinue, aren't you? I was glad to hear you expressed an interest in our ways. Perhaps you'd be interested in learning more about our culture. I could teach you if you like. The statue behind me holds great cultural significance to our people. And we pan around, so he's talking about this. Yeah, I think we get what this is representing. Although we can't quite get a proper angle on it currently. Study the Blessed Sibling statue by standing over here. And I think in the meantime we can probably use this as the option for the thumbnail, which certainly would work in this situation. Study the statue of Blessed Siblings. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Target a section and learn more with R2 or X. Alright, so starting with the flag and ornaments near the base. We celebrate the birth of healthy Blessed Siblings with a new flag. Our hope is to replace the flag before it comes too tattered. And then the red head on the left. The head on your left represents Hubiger lineage. You can see a warrior's fierceness in its expression. The color red symbolizes the sun and by extension the land which Blessed Siblings must claim for their people. While on the opposite side, the head on your right represents Bunewa blood. Its serene expression shows the wisdom of a sage, and the color blue symbolizes both this force and a vow to protect it. And so that's pretty straightforward. In conclusion, this statue symbolizes the heart of Mamuk, down to the stone it was carved from, the very stone left by the Yokui who ruled these lands long ago. Our predecessors reimagined the structures abandoned here and built the city you see today, creating a future all their own. Unlike their descendants, now shackled to a past, land, and practice that have poisoned Mamuk's prospects, I wonder if we are truly capable of change. But no, as our ancestors found their way, so will we. As we seek to discover what might yet become, I pray that you never forget all that Mamuk once was. And so we'll take another 403,000 experience points for learning about this statue. I guess if things lucked out a little better, we probably could have seen this particular quest last. But that's just how it goes, because you never know what you're going to get when you get these quests. Or the random order that they appear. So let's go ahead and speak with Gotilja next, for our next quest entitled Proper Respects. This man is giving a statue special attention. Hey you, outsider. You've been in Mamuk for some time now, but you have paid have you paid the proper respects yet? In what way? The spirits of our greatest warriors inhibit the guardian statues you see throughout the city, fail to demonstrate your goodwill, and they're likely to brand you an enemy of the people. You ought to make an offering before that happens. Go and bring me some of the Hubigo leaf and Bunewa bramble that grows nearby. I'll even mark your map with where to find them. They're easiest the spot where the light grows brightest. Even an outsider like you couldn't miss them. Gee, that kind of sounds like a backhanded insult. Anyway, let's go. Let's go find these things. So, yeah, this one we're going to the northwest is closer. It's right down here in this light. Yeah, one of the few spots where we have proper lighting. Even then, though, it's still nighttime, so the light must be coming from somewhere other than what we see here around the trees. And also, that wasn't actually Hubigo leaf, it was the Bunewa bramble, so there's one of each in both spots. And then once we make our way over here, we'll find what's left. And then over here. Alright, let's take it back. Oh, fellow Dragoon, it looks like. That's a fancy spear, by the way. Alright, over to Gotilja to complete the quest. Well, did you find the right floor? I have, yes. Good. With this we make offerings of incense to the respective Hubigo and Brunamore statues. There was a time when we offered food, but scarcity from the war drove many to risk our guardian's ire for but an extra mouthful. Some of the more devout went so far as to lace offerings with poison to punish thieves. Of course, this only quickened the seeds of mistrust amongst our people, until the reigning autarch declared that only smoke should be offered thereon. I underestimated you, outsider. In exchange for your efforts, I will personally ensure that your incense burns upon the plinths of our heroes, and your name is remembered as friend of Mamook. Thank you very much, so we'll take another 403,000 experience points. And then, just a short flight away, on the outskirts of the town, is this timid lady. Let's go ahead and speak with her to take on our next quest entitled Seek the Sun. This timid lady looks to you imploringly.
Please, sir, you have to stop my husband.
Oh, what happened?
Ever since the autarch declared an end to blessed siblings, my husband has become overcome with grief. When I woke this morning, he was nowhere to be found. A neighbor saw him heading to the Cenote Jayunja, but I'm too weak to follow him. Please stop him from crossing the Cenote. Find him and tell him to seek the sun. He'll remember himself, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think we may be trying to save someone from doing something that they're going to regret. As if this town wasn't full enough with regret already. As we pass by this light over here, we find it's not combat, but yeah, the way that stuff goes purple, it was getting to that point. Sir, are you okay?
You're the third promises. Leave me be. I'm going to meet them. They're calling for me. Ever since we decided to abandon our teachings, I've been able to hear them. Their young, bright voices, calling me to the Skydeep Cenote.
With a chat mode and say, use your keyboard or software keyboard to say, seek the sun. Yeah, sir? I need to save you from doing something you'll regret. So let's first highlight you, and then...
How do you know that phrase?
Your wife told me about it.
My wife? Of course. In Mamook, the faithful tell each other to seek the sun during our darkest moments, as a reminder not to become discouraged, to look up to the light that awaits us in the force above. Now my wife would have me lift my head again. I must return to Mamook. I need to speak with her.
Yeah, who knows what we were about to witness. And let's get over to these two. Touch down and speak with the timid lady.
My husband arrived home safely. Thank you, stranger. Thank you. I'm sure you noticed, but our union was arranged in accordance with the old teachings. After everything we gave and everything we lost, the news that it would amount to nothing was too much for my husband to bear. The children he might have reared still haunt him, as they do me. It is mourning we must endure together as partners. I hope we can now at least put our grief to words.
I hope so too, and stop you too from really doing something you'll regret, so we'll take our 403,000 experience points. And away she goes. So that this leaves one more quest to clear. Yeah, that got really dark, didn't it? So over here on the northern reaches of Mamuk, we find our last quest giver here in Yaktel, Muriel Jah. Let's go ahead and speak with her to take on our final quest in Yaktel, entitled Spirit's Call. Muriel Jah looks shaken.
I'd be wary of entering the forest right now if I were you. There's something strange on the loose out there. I saw it with my own eyes. It had an otherworldly look to it, more spirit-like than anything. But when it motioned for me to follow it deeper into the trees, that's when I knew it meant trouble. I encountered it north of Goldjamit Grove and west of the Blue Eyes abode. I wouldn't suggest following it, but if curiosity gets the better of you, let me know what you discover.
Yeah, what are we gonna come across? What is gonna be produced that we should... Will it be scary? Will it be not that bad? Will it be no worry at all and just a false alarm? We won't know until we get there. But here, we do find a mysterious spirits. Yeah, it almost looks like one of the spirits that would have been used for doing, calling out when you're playing as the role of scholar. Let's speak with the mysterious spirit. This must be the mysterious spirit Muriel Jah spoke of. It seems to be searching for someone to follow it. Follow the mysterious spirit? Yeah. Follow the mysterious spirit and try not to fall behind. Lead on. Yeah, perhaps this is the right place for us to get our last quest within Yaktel. Where is this spirit taking us? Thankfully, we run together at about the same pace, that's nice. Typically, I'm running well ahead of something, which in itself can be a frustration, and now the spirit banking hard to the right. And now banking hard to the left. And then to the left some more. How far will it travel? Well, maybe to the edge of this? The mysterious spirit stops, seemingly at its destination. Perhaps it'll speak with you now. Will it? The spirit says nothing, its gaze fixed upon the bottom of the cenote. Something must be down there. But what is it? Says suspicious shrub. What is it exactly? Or rather, what specifically is inside of it? From the suspicious shrub, you pull a jade ring, smeared with mud and marked with age. Someone must have dropped it. You no longer feel the mysterious spirit's presence. You should tell Muriel Jah what you discovered. Well, let's go and do that then. Alright, let's go. Over to Muriel Jah.
You really didn't follow that spirit, did you? Did you learn anything?
Indeed I did. Here's what we discovered.
Why, this is the ring my grandfather lost!
Oh, wow.
He used to live in Moxtharoj Zuj before the village was abandoned. To this day, he remains devoted to the old teachings, including those regarding blessed siblings. He still makes customary offerings of traditional dance by the same cenote too. Perhaps he inadvertently called that spirit forth? Regardless, I'm sure he'll be happy to have his ring back. Thank you, stranger.
Oh, you're quite welcome. So, our last quest here gives us another 403,000 experience points. And with that, our time here in Yaktel has come to an end. We have cleared all available quests that are here, which means it's now time for us to go back to Tuliolal. So let's take it back to the main story of the game.